See, I'm just like really inspired this fall to do these types of things. Anyways. Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another video and yet another vision boarding session. It's official. It's fall today, actually. Today is the first day of fall and I am celebrating by making a little vision board. I'm coming at you post vision boarding session, so we'll get back to that in a moment. But fall is my favorite time of the year, so you know we had to plan out my activities and my vibe for this fall, so you can do it with me as well. And I have like 2 other vision boarding videos already that go into a lot of the process. So this is just more me talking about fall and what I'm excited for and some like goal setting, because we could all set some goals and make ourselves accountable for what we want to achieve this season. So yeah, I'm just really gonna be talking about my little fall goals and sprinkling in some of my vision boarding process along the way. So if you want to make a vision board with me to get ready for fall, we can do it together. And before we start the video, let me know in the comments below what the vibe is you want to make for this fall to start getting yourself inspired as you watch the rest of this video. Also, little announcement, we now have a Nicolette's Mind Instagram. My Instagram is going to be very fashion based, but I'll also sprinkle in some self-care and wellness tips as well. So if you're interested in that, go follow. The username is the same as the YouTube. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Before we even get into the process, I just want to say vision boarding is really all about the vibe that you make and set for it. So I took myself to a nice little cafe. I got myself my first pumpkin spice latte of the season, even though the season literally starts today, but still, I waited until the start of fall officially so I could have my little fall drink. I did some reading beforehand, and then I got myself in a nice little cozy corner and I was like, all right, let's do this. And so as we know, the first thing that you do when you're making a vision board is you set your goals. Now, usually I would use a very like structured goal setting process, but this time I just kind of took it upon myself to like free write kind of what I wanted the vibe to be instead of setting like really specific goals out. And I did set like a few things that I actually wanted to achieve, like measurable, physical, actual goals. But a lot of the things I wrote were less like spend time with friends 3 times or go out twice to get coffee a week or something like that. Like less about the number of things I wanted to do and more of like the feeling and the energy that I wanted to carry myself with. I'm already comfortable doing those things and going on the solo dates, so it felt kind of repetitive for me to just say, oh, do this already, something that you're already doing. So instead I tried to take that goal and expand upon it. And it was the same way with like hanging out with friends. I kind of have that area of my life kind of established now. I have like a good social routine that I have. So instead of focusing on the routine itself, I focused on how I wanted to be around my friends and the type of friends that I wanted to surround myself with. So I think if you struggle with goal setting because you're like, what else can I do? I already have my whole life in order, which props to you if you do. You're amazing. Keep doing it, girl. You're doing great. But for those of us who are still kind of working on the nuances of achieving our goals, setting the vibe and setting the intention instead of the actual physical goal can be so helpful and just help you achieve that goal even more. So that's what I was kind of doing, and I was just journaling, really. Journaling, always a part of my daily, monthly, weekly goal setting and like check-in process. Speaking of check-in, that's another thing I really want to emphasize that I did. I went back to like my summer goals, my spring goals, my 2024 goals, and I went back and I looked at what I had written and seen what I had actually accomplished. And so for the things that I had already accomplished, I didn't add those to my fall because again, that would just be repetitive and redundant. Instead, I expanded upon them, or I took the ones that I kind of forgot about and wrote a little bit more detail about them, reminded myself of them again. So that way I'm still on track to achieving my goals from the summer, from the spring, and from the whole year. Just because it's a new season doesn't mean all those goals still don't matter if you haven't accomplished them. So I think doing one of those types of check-ins is also really powerful. But yeah, that was kind of my whole goal setting, intention setting process, which I really enjoyed, and I found it a lot more stimulating than just setting like a list of goals. I thought journaling about the intention was really impactful, so I really recommend you to do that if you don't do that already. So let's start picking out some pictures for our vision board. So we're gonna go to good old Pinterest, favorite app ever. If you're not on Pinterest already, girl, what are you doing? what are you doing? Get on Pinterest right now because that is where all the gold for your vision board lies. Trust. Now, I actually like to source a lot of my like goal and vision pictures from my home feed. And then once I pick out a few from like my home feed, then I go in and I start searching for the really specific things that align with my goals for my vision board. Because I think, again, curating the vibe, the intention, the energy is something that I really focused on in this process instead of just making the vision board itself. So let's pick out some pictures together and then we'll discuss after. Now that we picked out our pictures, our quotes, our vibes, whatever, let me do a little recap of what I'm feeling this fall so maybe you can be inspired for your board as well. So a big thing for me this fall is I want to get back into cooking and baking because I used to love cooking and baking, especially with like my friends as a little kid. That was like my favorite thing to do. But that's something I really want to get back into because that was a big source of joy for me. And then I included a lot of content creation pictures and like successful content creators and the creation process because I really want to be more consistent, especially on YouTube and New Nicolette's Mind Instagram. Go follow in the description below. And my last one, which I will say is obviously fashion. I've been getting really into like high editorial fashion recently, and like even if I can't necessarily participate in it, I think studying it and analyzing it is so cool. And then obviously I put a couple quotes as well because you can't have a good vision board without a good quote. But now that I had my pictures all set, let me know what vibes you're feeling in the comments for this fall below. I would love to hear it. It's time to assemble. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take all of your favorite pictures from the vision board, the things that match your specific goals the most and the specific vibe that you want, save them to your camera roll, and then make a collage. I recommend Canva or like Procreate or some kind of graphic design app like that. Also, another really fun activity that I'm probably gonna do this fall is make a physical vision board by like printing the pictures out and getting like a nice sturdy piece of like cardboard or in a nice journal and do it that way. That can be such a cool activity if you put like some music on, some candles, get some tea and a good snack going, maybe a little show, a little Gilmore Girls, a little Pretty Little Liars, who knows, just like a fall vibe kind of curation, and make that your like evening activity. That can be so fun, and you can do it with friends too. See, I'm just like really inspired this fall to do these types of things. Anyways, yeah, just have fun with it. You can do all that even if you're not doing a physical vision board either. You can have your little iPad, your phone, your laptop, whatever set up and do that all the same. Make the vibe how you want it. I will say I've never done it in a cafe before, and that vibe's up by 10. Me and my little cafe with my little pumpkin spice latte, immaculate vibes. So like it was great. It was exactly the fall energy that I needed on the first day of fall. Hello. That was kind of a tangent, but assembling the vision board. Yeah, you want to use your favorite pictures and the things that you think are going to match the vibe and everything the most, and you just lay them out in an aesthetically pleasing way. So once you have finished your vision board, put it somewhere you're going to see it. I recommend your lock screen or right on your phone screen in a little widget. You can see it in the clips I just had, but here is mine. She is so cute. She kind of has a lot going on compared to my like other vision boards, but I think she's really cute and just like exactly the vibe that I wanted. So we got like that red color, the brown color, lots of fashion inspo in here, lots of like fashion event inspo, lots of content creation inspo, and some cute little quotes. So this is my vision board. And I just literally saved this as an image and put it on my phone screen as a widget. That way I can see it every single time I open up my phone and be reminded of my energy for this fall. But yeah, that was the little vision boarding session. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I kind of love making this little series because it reminds me of like the other ones I've done and to look back on them and see how far I've grown and what I've actually accomplished. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you did this with me, let me know how yours turned out and maybe some of your goals for this fall, your vibe for this fall. I would love to hear it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had such a good time vision boarding and goal setting for this fall, so I hope you did too. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe below, and also don't forget to check out the new Nicolette's Mind Instagram. I'll link that in the comments as well. Thank you guys so much for your time today. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whenever you might be watching this video, and a great start to your fall. Thank you all so much, and I will see you in the next one.